coming up on At Your Leisure.
Hi, I'm Rhea Rossi Booth.
And I'm Chad Booth.
And today on At Your Leisure, you're going to feel the need for speed.
I'm Will Oxley, walking in the footsteps of the pioneers, because the best way to learn history is to live it.
Hi, I'm Brett Hermanson. Today we're going to show you how to replace a clutch on the General, and we're going to show you some maintenance tips too. It's the entire chronology of horsepower from the very beginning of the Industrial Revolution.
That's right. Hey, welcome to At Your Leisure, everybody. I'm Rhea Rossi Booth.
And I'm Chad Booth, and we are at the Erickson Festival of Speed. This is part of the R.W. Erickson Foundation. It's a beautiful collection in the remote town of Wallsburg, Utah.
And this baby is 1905.
Yeah, it's a hard car. This is why they didn't get much farming done per acre back in 1905.
I don't know how you could farm by yourself. It took us 5 people to fire that up.
Yeah, but you know, it must be cheaper than a horse.
I think it might be.
Anyway.
It's like chitty chitty bang bang.
Exactly. There are all kinds of activities up here for this Festival of Speed. We've got a lot of them to check out, and let's get started.
One of my favorite things about this event is the chance that my students get to bring cycle carts here. Cycle cart is a go-kart with motorcycle wheels.
So this facility is the Richard W. Erickson Foundation. So this facility had a full-scale airstrip to begin with.
I think it's really fun to come out here. It's super pretty around. Like, we're not right next to a highway. I was like 5. I started flying just these little planes. It's just a lot of fun. Come out here.
Today doing their qualifying run. So this is their state qualifying run. They got a 23-minute run. My goodness, that's impressive for a team that's not doing it. We're doing it virtually. So this is recorded and sent to nationals for approval. So, and we got a qualifying time. This place, these events, the activities we're doing, 100% great for students. And what the Richard Erickson Foundation is doing is teaming up with the high schools to perpetuate the education of this industry. Not only the tractors, but of the history, preserving it. And that's a working history, not a static history.
You know, when you come here, it's not just the events for the Speed Festival. They have all kinds of attractions. And if you want to just kind of have a leisurely stroll down memory lane, you can ride the train. This is the one that used to be in Murray Park in Salt Lake City, or in the Salt Lake Valley. There used to be 4 of them down there, and this is the only one I never rode until today.
Wow. You know, you've always been just a little kid in a big guy's body.
Little kid. That's
We're
right.
having fun today, though. This is great.
So right now we're going to break off for the first story for our episode today. Check this out.
Pioneers heading west are often characterized by wagon trains pulled by oxen. But from 1856 to 1860, thousands of immigrants from Europe made their way to the Salt Lake Valley by utilizing the more economical alternative of handcarts.
It's a trek that really brings the youth and leaders a little bit of history to try and connect the history of our pioneers that settled the Salt Lake Valley. And it's really pretty fun because it gives us a time to connect, kind of unplug, disconnect from the world, and concentrate on our heritage, the history of the saints coming across the plains.
We're out reenacting the pioneers coming through here in Martin's Cove. Well, it's fun just to be with everyone, all the youth. It's a lot of fun to hear all the stories of the pioneers coming through, for sure. I think it's actually really cool. It's been lots of fun with the handcarts and hiking around. Yeah, it's a cool area.
It's been good. Cold, really, really cold. Kind of just getting like a grasp on like how they actually lived and like kind of getting out of our holiday bubble a little bit. So that was cool.
Pretty nervous actually my first time because I was 12 and my oldest brother had come out and done it before, but my first experience was really good and they were all telling me, oh, you're gonna be in the group that can go twice. So that basically solidified me going twice. I was like, I want to do this again. And here I am 5 years later.
We have leaders that we call Ma and Pa, and we divide the youth up into families, and it gives the families a chance to connect with people that we don't know and get to know them.
We're assigned a family that's of our Ma and Pa and then a bunch of youth from different wards. So there's like 7 men and I think 5 girls that we share the carts with. And we have 2 carts per family. It takes about 4 in the front and 1 in the back to get it going, I think.
Many of the young participants here are direct descendants of the pioneers who struggled to make their way west. This is more than just a history lesson. This is an opportunity for them to literally walk in the footsteps of their ancestors.
A lot of these kids are descendants from the pioneers, and so that connection that they have with their heritage is really important. Their forefathers that really sacrificed.
Definitely all of it would have been hard. Leaving everything you know, going somewhere new. I think probably is for those that like lost their loved ones and had to like bury their babies and lost siblings, etc.
In 1856, the Willie and Martin handcart companies set out west towards Salt Lake City. But because of their late arrival from England, coupled with several other setbacks, the companies found themselves stranded in Wyoming after a large snowstorm halted their progress. Both groups found themselves out of food and dangerously exposed to the elements. Their desperate situation compelled Brigham Young to send rescue parties from Salt Lake City to save the handcart companies from certain death. While most were saved, over 200 of the almost 1,000 pioneers perished either along the trail or while awaiting rescue. Martin's Cove is a sacred site where solemn contemplation and reverence for those who lost their lives gives you a glimpse not only into the struggles of the pioneers, but also serves as a reflection of the different struggles we face today.
I really enjoyed it. It was a really cool spiritual moment.
We're here for 3 days, but there's people that come from Colorado, Midwest, and they'll have these treks on different segments of the trails throughout the trail all the way up into Oregon. I like the camaraderie. Go on these hikes. There's a nice unity there that you really don't find anywhere else. So I really enjoy that part of it, and I enjoy the history. There's a deep history here of the pioneers that are really deeply enrooted in us.
Stedman's. Ride hard, play hard.
Sometimes you just gotta play dirty, and dirt has been the Stedman's family playground for 50 years. Come jump on or into your new side-by-side, ATV or dirt bike, and make your own trail with Stedman's in Tooele, your dealer for sales, service, and accessories. Looking for road bikes or e-bikes? We have those too. Go online or come in today and see the Stedman's family and check out their incredible line from only the best: Yamaha, Honda, Polaris, and Beta.
You might think it's 300 miles out here, but remember, it's only 30 miles back.
At Your Leisure has a long-standing reputation and a large, loyal audience of adventurers in the outdoors. Although we're excited to continue to grow and enjoy the shared success of our longtime sponsors, we have space for more. And if you have a brand that would benefit from the 2 decades of goodwill that we've built, contact us at AYLTV.com and let us amplify your voice above the competition.
When you're ready for adventure, fuel your machine with Clear 91. Fuel for performance, fuel for adventure, and fuel for the long haul. Ethanol-free, 91 octane. Fill up with Clear 91. Only available at Eagles Landing. With you for the long haul.
What would your perfect day in Green River look like? you'd probably start with a few good friends and a hearty breakfast. From there, you'd hit the trails along the Green River and find things you never expected. Your OHVs would take you to places both striking and serene. You'd end at Ray's for a burger and good conversation, letting the memories grow long into the night. Green River, Utah. Ride your perfect today.
We are at the starting line. It's going to get noisy any second. Welcome back to At Your Leisure. We are at the Erickson Festival of Speed in Wallsburg, Utah. This is a 2-year-old event, but man, what a fun one.
Oh, this is so much fun. This is the cycle cart rally, and they're going to do like how many laps, 15?
I believe it's a 15-lap race. Now, these are home-built carts that use motorcycle engines, which is why they call it a cycle cart rally. And the kids from Bonneville High School in South Ogden have 2 entries in this race. These are the same kids that are redoing the Road Force One At Your Leisure official motorhome.
Yeah, right, so do you know what carts they're in?
The one with the silver, way there on the end.
That's who we're rooting for.
Okay, let's count it down. 3, 2, 1.
Blast off! That's the Iceman coming. That's our man. Oh my gosh, look how much fun they're having.
You'd think he'd be the fastest one here, as light as his cart is.
Yeah.
He must be a safe driver.
Is that possible in these things?
Okay, so now it's time to meet the crew behind the Bonneville Garage success, running to a rugged race and a good place. We have Ice Cube. Tell me how the race went, guys.
Oh, I mean, it's bumpy all over the place.
Did you drive today?
Yeah, I just drove it.
Last race.
Yeah, he just drove that last race. You were hanging on. Yeah, you got a little bit of dirt on you.
This was completely white when I hopped in.
So you're the driver and you guys were the pit crew on this?
He's also a
Were you driving too?
Yeah, but my belt decided to blow.
No.
Oh, that's why you got pulled out of the race early.
I'm so sorry.
He didn't get a race this race. He was in the last one.
That's right, okay.
Oh, okay.
And it blew up and we stole parts from that one to fix this one.
And now we're going to have to steal parts from this one.
I love it.
Steal parts from this one to fix that one.
You know what?
guys are awesome.
That's auto racing. You guys are on the right track.
It's great.
Anyway, we are going to head off to a commercial break. We've got more of At Your Leisure at the Wallsburg Festival of Speed. Stay with us.
The first thing you notice is the colors. Blue sky contrasting against red horizon. Blending Utah. The world goes on forever out here. There's nothing stopping you. In Blanding, you can ride right from downtown on Recapture Rim Trail, discovering the heritage of the West without limits or boundaries. Don't be held back. Join us in a land of true freedom. Blanding, more to be explored.
Wondering where your next OHV adventure will take you? Outsiders Utah has your answer with downloadable GPS routes, ride times, distance, local amenities, and other details. 360 street views of the trails that let you explore before you go, and more. Eliminate the guesswork and uncertainty and find a trail you'll love. Visit outsidersutah.com and see the trail before you ride the trail.
Jorgensen's Power Sports is your one-stop shop for all of your outdoor adventure needs. We carry a wide variety of ATVs, UTVs, RVs, firearms, outdoor accessories, and much more. Complete with both a service and warranty department. Check us out online at www.jhsport.com or give us a call at 435-896-6408.
Places like the San Rafael Swell are famous for a reason. Endless riding opportunities, history that reaches back millennia, sights you never knew existed. All it needs is one central location where you can easily visit it all. That place is Farron, Utah. Sleep comfortably, dine in, and ride directly from your hotel or campsite. Experience the San Rafael Swell. Experience Farron.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure. Taking a leisurely tour through the Speed Festival up here at the Erickson, whoops, no torque.
That's right. Keep the RPM up.
Keep the RPM up.
Well, we're here with Richard Thomas, who is part of the one of the trustees with the foundation, also a master mechanic. Isn't that right? You're just being humble,
Well,
Richard.
That's not my opinion, but I play it on TV. Yeah.
Well, you got this baby fired up for us. What is this little machine we're in?
This is a 1963 DKW Munga. It's Europe's answer to our Jeep, although it's vastly inferior to the American Jeep.
I'm feeling like they lost the war.
Well, 3 cylinders, 1,000 cc's.
Oh my.
And it's a two-stroke engine.
Hence the blue cloud that's behind it all the time.
That's right.
It was fun.
This is just the tip of the iceberg. Here in Wallsburg, this vast collection of power machinery. Let's check out some of the things that are here.
What to see here? You're in the motorcycle building. We have 2 more buildings with motorcycles and cars. We have high-end automobiles. We have antique, vintage automobiles. Up above us, we have a turn-of-the-century sawmill. Before we had the big box stores, where did lumber come from? Well, it was sawmills like that where you'd place your order. We take tree trunks and we turn them into logs. We turn them into boards. The public enjoys seeing that machinery. Above us, we'll have the tractor pull tonight. So do I have a favorite? That's what I'm always asked. But it's all just history. Board track racers, they're just gorgeous, but it's about history and telling the story. Really encourage the families. I love looking out at the crowds and seeing the strollers. So if you go to our website, it's www.richardericksonfoundation.org, and you can see our schedule of events. You can schedule a private tour. Corporations will bring their people up and we can do a tour. We have clubs come up and we do tours and shows and then do a lunch for them. So there's just an awful lot to see here, that's for sure.
You know, when you're at these museums, there's always like a favorite, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, I know that this 1913 Pierce arrow is yours.
Yes.
It's fabulous. But that 1927 Caddy, it's so mine. I wish it was mine.
Well, the Caddy is a convertible. It's a limo.
Yeah.
It's Clark Gable. She's totally about it. She'd leave me for Clark Gable in a second. Anyway, I like this one because it was the most powerful car of its age. It was called a sports car, but it's huge. And the nice thing about it is that this car itself was running in the Pikes Peak endurance climb until 2004.
Amazing.
Yeah, and
amazing.
then it retired and it came to live here.
Yeah. Well, you know what? This is the one that everybody's looking at.
Yeah.
Right here.
And this is the story we want you to look at.
Hi, I'm Brett Hermanson. We're here in the Gogh Shop where we just got off the trail. We're gonna go through the side-by-side. We did break a few things, so there's some things we know we have to fix, and we're gonna check others. So the thing that we did break is our clutches. We've got both clutches here. It's best to replace them both at the same time. So anywhere from 3,000 to 4,000 miles, you know, you'll probably wanna start really looking at it, no matter how well you maintain them. I blow the dust out of this pretty much every time I come back. Even doing that, this does wear out. The harder you drive it, the more it wears out, so that's closer to 3,000. Sometimes they'll even go out at 2,000 miles. So it is a wear out item. This is unfortunate, but This rig has 3,500 miles on it, so it's time to change it. We took the tire off because it makes it easier to get in here. You take your vent tube off, just tuck that out of the way. It doesn't really matter, it can stay right there. I've already taken the bolts off for the clutch cover. Just take your belt out, and it's probably a good idea if you do something like that, replace this belt. We'll take the back clutch off. Now the front clutch, take that bolt out. Now what you have to do is, you have to have a clutch puller. Neat little tool you buy for about 50 bucks down at the store. You put it in where that bolt was, and you screw it right on in. Just give it a hit, takes the clutch right off. Otherwise, this clutch is on there, and it will not come off without this puller. Now on this thing is spring-loaded, so be careful. And sometimes what you gotta do to get it to come off, and it might still spring on me. Yep, there we go. These are your weights. And this is what our problem was. This is a new weight. This is an old weight. By having it worn down, there's not enough weight on it, so it won't go into high gear, it'll stick. And so these are all toast. And now here's your nice brand new one. This one slides real easy. The reason I'm replacing it is because the old one, not so much. It just doesn't glide like this one does. Now, this is where you start getting a little technical. Put your new weight in, and it helps if you put your finger back there, put the weight on it, so the weight, you can hold it and align it so you can put that rod back through, and then it can just fall after that. And then all you do is just repeat. Go all the way around it, doing the same thing. And there we go. We got our new primary clutch in, so we can just go ahead and put this right back in. And all you do is just reverse what you've done before. Your new belt, if you'll notice it says Polaris on it, you want to put that on so you can read Polaris. And what happens is this belt is directional. It goes one way. People talk about how their belts, they've grenaded it and it's fragments everywhere. That's probably because it's on backwards. If everything's good, this clutch should go in, the belt should start spinning that. Just like that. And then it comes right back out. Looks like everything's good. The other one, what it was doing is that was going in and sticking, so it wasn't coming back into first gear. But now, the old girl ought to run like she's brand new again. So if you're not comfortable doing this all yourself, Jorgensen's, Stedman's all have great service departments. They can take care of this for you. You don't even have to worry about it. Now all you gotta do is just wash it, put more gas in it, and we're ready to go out riding again.
Where do you start your day when there are endless opportunities to explore? In Richfield, we'll set you on the right track with the Paiute ATV Trail right on our doorstep. Head into the Tusher Mountains and taste the crisp mountain air. Explore desert landscapes that echo voices from the past. Richfield, the heart of Utah Trail Country.
Join us on AYL 24/7 with early access to commercial-free episodes, detailed trip itineraries, a look behind the scenes, group discussions and forums, profile and account customization, individual segments, and a nostalgic trip to classic episodes. We want our viewers to get the show they want to see when they want to see it. It's all the viewing you've grown to love and more. Sign up now at AYLTV.com.
Before you pack the car,
before you plan the route,
Make sure your vacation
be the one you always dreamed of.
With a pre-trip visit to Tunex.
Locally owned,
regionally connected.
Tunex can get you on the road and keep you there.
No matter where you travel in Utah.
From timing belts to oil changes,
transmission service or new brakes,
a towing upgrade or even a tune-up,
we have the certified technicians
to do the job right. There's a Tunex near you.
Find it at tunex.com.
Count on a Honda generator for home backup power that won't let you down. Honda offers a complete line of generators with legendary Honda reliability built into every one. Plus our advanced CO Minder carbon monoxide detection system. Select models include Bluetooth 5.0 connectivity for remote operation from your smartphone. And once the storm's cleared, Honda generators are great for anywhere you need portable power.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure, everybody. You know, when you go to a trade show, everybody wants to bring something special home. Well, I was thinking like maybe a giant piece of wood.
Yeah.
Because there it is.
Yeah.
This is cool.
One of the things they have here is all of the lumber industry history with the steam engines and the sawmills and everything. This was a working sawmill. Actually, technically, it still is.
We're going to watch them do it.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, that log is about to become finished pine. Ready?
Okay.
Now, let's take a look at next week's show. Next week, Rhea and I are joining a group of corporate execs from Eagles Landing as they take a side-by-side retreat back in time to discover some interesting history about the West Desert of Utah. Then, Reistein is showing off a great state park that might be smaller in size, but makes up for it with an amazing museum and has a huge historical significance. And finally, we're taking a look at Utah's OHV reciprocity laws and changes that have gone into effect that will require you to purchase a non-resident OHV permit if you're coming from out of the state to ride on our great trails. Now, let's take a look at the upcoming calendar of events. First up, August 9th through the 12th is the Paiute Trail Jamboree, which will include great riding vendors and even some awesome competitive events. Get out and ride the Paiute ATV-UTV Trail in Marysvale, Utah. Then, August 16th through the 19th is the Bryce Rally in Panguitch, Utah, which offers some of the most spectacular red rock scenery you can find on an OHV adventure. Be sure to register early, as space is limited.
Well, if during the course of the show today you said, geez, that face looks familiar, well, this is the Bonneville Garage team that's been doing the restoration on Road Force 1 for At Your Leisure. And they came up here to race and to compete in an engine teardown. Rhea, how long do you think it took them to completely tear this engine down and put it back?
I don't know, an hour?
No.
How long?
23 minutes and 44 seconds.
What?
Completely. I sat here and watched them.
Oh my gosh!
So hats off to Adam Arndt for just having a great team, and hats off to the
guys,
team.
I'm so proud of you. You're brilliant and hardworking,
We
and
know
you're
our
amazing.
we know our motorhome is in good hands.
And anybody else's motor.
Yeah.
This is great.
Did you have any spare parts? No. Oh, good. Okay. Just remember, there's adventure around every bend.
Just got to get out there and create your own adventure at your leisure.